Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. Kind of a unusual pattern, and depending on how you look at it, do you see a bunch of? Let me get the Smart Fill tool. Do you see a bunch of stars, or do you see a bunch of slanted rectangles? But that's not what the video about. The video about is how to make this and a way to help you figure out how to connect it and make it look like that. And we're going to use a macro also, but we're going to get the six-sided polygon. I am going to hold down the control button and make a perfect polygon. Then I'm going to get the shape tool and I'm going to bring this in and then do right like that. But that didn't work. Too much, too crossed over. There we go. Now what I want to do, I'm going to make it a little bit like that. I'm going to go and make it something thicker than a hairline. That's a little bit too thick. And then I'm going to go to object and convert the outline to an object. And then I'm going to left click, right click. Now we need to join these together, but it's not particularly 100% symmetrical. It is, but it's not even. So what we're going to do, I'm trying to zoom in. I want to measure. I'll get my parallel dimension tool and I want to measure from that inner node to that inner node. And we get 9.56. Now, if I take my nudge factor and change it to 9.56 and Control D and make a duplicate, that works great. But it's a little bit off. It's really on, but it's off because the lines are skewed or the thing is a little bit tilted. So I'm going to get an indexing line and I'm going to have it snap to that node. Turn on my indexing line. Let me grab one and I'm going to Control A and then hit delete, which deletes them all. I'm going to get that node and I'm going to look at it and make sure I'm on that node. And then I'm going to go over here and see this one's a little bit off. So I'm going to double click on it and get the rotation and move the rotation to that node. And then I'm going to zoom in real lot. And I'm going to click twice till I get that rotation mark. And I'm going to have it rotate right to there. So now we're on. The best way, and also the parallel dimension tool, we would need to change the decimal point to something greater just so it'll be more accurate. And I'm going to say, okay, and I'm going to go from that node to that node. And look, it's the same thing, but it is 9.5570. So while that's still up there, go 9.5570. And now we're going to nudge. And if we look, that's perfect. I mean, awesome perfect. Now, I'm going to go ahead and kind of do this, finish this. I'm just going to make a bunch of them. And then what you do, I'm going to go, I'm going to go ahead and weld it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save one because I'm going to show you another way. So I'm going to go ahead and weld these. And what that did, that gave us a perfect joint. Now, since those are welded, we'd have to group them, Control D and make a duplicate and move this right to there and then zoom in and look at it. And then as long as it's just kind of all the way in there and in the middle, it'll work. And then I'm going to Control D again, get it, and actually go this way this time. You have to, I mean, that's why you want to weld it together. Trying to even find it. There it is right there. Now that's good. And then let's weld this. And the best way to find out if it's all welded together is take your Smart Fill tool and fill in a part. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make a part 2, and I'll show you the macro and really another way to. I want to really go a little further with this. So stay tuned for part 2. I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.